Ladies and gentlemen, we're back! Ferro Farnsworth commentary coming at you with the 2021 Belgian Open Round 2 Front 9 coverage. As always, I'm Tony Ferro.
I'm Cornelius Farnsworth. This is the Belgian Open. They're playing it in Belgium this year. Interesting fact. We have a complete international card here for you guys. We have someone from France, Czech Republic, Belgium, home team, and Iceland.
All right, we got Romain from France coming in with the hot round, 7 down. Petr right behind him at 6 down. 969 up-and-comer. And Brecht, ultimate player, coming in.
He came chalked up and ready to play.
And good old Blaer. We've seen him before. We know what he can do. All right, let's get right into more disc golf coverage. Hole number 1. We got a nice par 4 to start us off. OB on the left-hand side, separating hole 18's fairway from hole 1's fairway. You're going to want to get your drive just past these bushes here on the right so you can open up this approach shot. You don't want to throw it too far. There's a nice downhill slope right behind the basket with OB going into a nice dinky creek.
A dinky creek.
Stinky creek.
That's worse. Okay, starting off from Belgium. This looks a little low, but safe. Maybe he's concerned with the OB over there on the left.
Yeah, it could also be some top card nerves.
Apparently the fields have sheep and ponies off on the left in the OB area. So please don't hit the ponies. Petr, with a really nice looking panning out flip hyzer.
Yeah, that's going to be position A. That's exactly the spot you're going to want to land. Easy chip shot to the basket. All right, Brecht's up next. Let's see what he's got.
Do we know what kind of discs Brecht is putting in the bag?
Not really. I know he throws wraiths, but what this is, looking a little bit short is what that's looking like.
Would this be the short pin position there that he just parked?
Correct. Yeah, there's multiple pin positions on this course. This is a really well manicured course from the Tong family. Kudos to you guys.
Okay, Blair gonna show us how this hole can be approached from a different way.
This is super.
What a shot.
I mean, yeah, you can't get much better than that.
Oh, wow. What a big advantage.
Yeah, go get him, Blaer.
Okay.
All right, so that was an amazing drive from Blaer. Let's see what the other guy's going to do with their approach shots.
I imagine Blair wasn't satisfied with a 4 down that first round.
No, he's definitely got quite a bit more in him. All right, Romain up. Huge Anheuser. This is a risky play. It's panning out a little early. Oh, wow. That is really not bad.
All right.
Great shot, Romain. He's inside the circle. He's putting for birdie.
Showing how he got that 7 down first round.
That's right.
This looks a little
that's
short.
just a nice little chip up. He's just going to lay up for par. It's a smart thing to do.
He's not going to go for that putt, you think?
Now, you cut off on that right-hand side. You really have to throw something crazy to try to get to the basket.
Unless he had a drive like he did
this
type of approach.
Oh, no, he's all right. He was looking like he didn't like it, but that's parked.
That's
Just
posterized the hole.
Blaer's got a little jump putt. Let's see if he can start off eagle. It's up. No, that's way short. Okay. Yeah, nice little layup for birdie.
Okay, not going to have to do any work on the first hole.
All right, Brecht's got a little bit more work to do. A little soft chip up. That looks a little bit hard. Yeah, that's going to be a tester about 6 meters out.
I think he was trying to throw that in. Nice putt.
Clean. That was solid putt. Nice and strong, said center chains. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, good enough. Hole 1 after a long break from commentating.
Yes, sir.
And in fact, only our second appearance. So we're excited to bring this to you guys.
All right, Brecht in for par. No problem. Peter here to clean up. Nice solid birdie. Capitalize on that great drive. Attaboy. And Blaer in as well. That's going to be a nice start. So, the jitters should be out now.
Yeah, for the players and the commentators.
Correct. Hole 2.
Yeah.
Got another par 4. You're going to want to hit a tunnel shot here. You got to pick your gap. Either you're going right side, left side of that tree right in the middle there. And you want it to just hyzer softly out here to the left side. Most players are going to be on the left side of these trees, not coming in here, because you got OB right over the pathway here. And coming in, there's OB left-hand side on the creek and over. So let's see how these guys handled the first tee shot.
Yeah, interesting with the layout here. First 2 holes, pretty long par 4s. They're making you throw an approach shot.
Yeah, I actually don't mind this because you get to just get a couple of drives out there, out in the fairway, no big deal. Gets kind of get your feeling in for the round.
Mm-hmm.
When you got to park some shots right off the bat, I really feel that this can get your nerves going if you miss some shots off a little bit. Par 4s kind of give you that extra little cushion.
Well, if you play them like Blaer did, hole 1, for example, you can just start stacking up birdies early here on this layout.
That is true. That is true. Well, let's see if Peter can handle this gap.
Well, it seems like we're not seeing any sidearm players on this card. It's a little early to tell for me. I haven't seen 3 of these guys play yet. And I know Blaer does. I wouldn't say he doesn't have a forehand, but he definitely doesn't lean on that.
I would agree. Yeah, let's say Peter handled that gap quite well. He did have a little slip on the tee. I do remember these tees being in the shade, and they never really got dry the entire weekend.
Oh,
Blaer,
that's got some distance there.
That's exactly what you want.
You saw how fast that disc was flying by the camera.
Yeah, that was no doubt a destroyer right through the gap. Beautiful. Beautiful. Brecht, he looks like he's got the same disc that he was using on hole 1's tee.
Well, hole 1, he pulled it a little to the right. See if he compensates here.
It's a little bit left this time.
Mm-hmm.
And he catches the trees, but he's through the gap. He'll have a long approach, but it'll be open to the basket.
Okay, who's in the trees here?
This looks like Romain. Yeah, pitching out. That was nice. That's well done.
You got a lot of forward progress.
Now that's going to be about where you want to land with your drive normally, so he should have a standard approach to the basket now.
He got hung up in this tree on the drive. Really
no,
affects his follow through here.
Trees, then. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, you're worried about hitting your hand.
Yeah, it seemed like Brecht. Brecht ended up in the trees, so that was him pitching out.
See if you can salvage a par.
Looking a little low. He's going to be about circle's edge for that par. Let's see if he can handle that putt like he did on hole 1.
Yeah, let's see who can putt outside of the circle.
All right, Peter. Another nice drive. Let's capitalize on this approach. Ooh, that was a foot fault. Sorry.
I admit I didn't look, so I would have been one in the group there that couldn't have said really one way or the other.
All right, Blaer, standstill approach,
Okay,
textbook. Yeah, that's park job.
So
That's
he has a
full side.
utility forehand.
Well, looking like we're checking stance. Not the best position for Oman. Well, he gets inside the circle. He's going to have a chance to save the par.
Yeah, he showed on hole 1 he can putt.
All right, Peter. Big birdie opportunity. Step putt. That'll be a layup for par. Brecht's up next. Ooh,
Yes,
nice.
excellent.
He is on it today.
Nice little hyzer in through the side door. I like it.
Yeah, that's 2 big par saves back to back. Unfortunate for Romain.
Yeah, especially being in first. He actually had a cushion of a couple strokes. That hurts.
Yeah, there's could be still some early round jitters. You never know. But Blaer's going to capitalize on that situation. Go birdie to start. And he's 1 stroke back from the lead now.
Just 2 complete drop-ins for birdies to start.
All right, hole 3. This is a tough par 3. You have a really open fairway to begin with, and right at the end, you're going to have this tight gap with a low ceiling. You got to come in really soft because the basket is right in front of another hill with OB right behind it. This is a big bonus birdie.
Well, coming in at the first, well, the hardest hole on the course.
This is no doubt the
averaging
hardest hole on the course.
over a half stroke over par.
Blaer's up first. Let's see how he takes this. No doubt a destroyer. It's Anheuser, and it's coming in soft, but that's pretty short. He's just going to have an easy up and down for par.
Yeah, 129 meter. Even for Blaer, that's a long shot. Huh?
Yeah, you wonder if he's just playing for the par on this one, going to the next hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Petr up next. Let's see. He's also got a big driver in his hand, probably coming out with a little flip up.
Airing it out, actually.
That is OB on the right side. There's a line this year, but it looks like he got far enough. He's not going to be in there. Still going to be a tough up and down. A lot of trees in the way. Let's see how he handles that.
Here we have Brecht. Let's see if he can find one in the middle of the fairway this time.
Coming in, nice big
That's good angle control.
If it comes out, that's going to be great. Yeah, it came out a little bit late. He's going to have a soft Anheuser approach. Most likely just going to lay up for the par.
That was good angle control. And Romain, still the leader.
Another big Anheuser. That's not coming out. Is it going to be inbounds or is it going to be OB?
I saw it directly.
Yeah, he's calling himself. He was out. All right.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see that line now. It's just off the fence, so you can still be here inside the park and be OB in here.
Well, going for the 2 on this hole, it does seem that's the clear risk. Whereas, like you suspect, Blaer maybe had played this for a 3 from the game plan.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any of these guys were really pushing for this green. But it's still early on. This isn't a time to attack, I wouldn't say. Blaer looks like he came up a bit short. Brecht seems pretty textbook.
Well, did you attack this hole for a 2?
Of course.
Not so sure about your advice there.
There might be a reason why I wasn't on the top card to this round. All right, Peter. Well done.
Yeah, that was a very professional shot.
That. It's not easy from that side, I will say.
Literally just throw it inside the circle as close as possible. Don't go for it.
Romain, best case scenario from the drive.
Mm-hmm.
Blaer looking to clean up his par. Oh yeah, nice and solid. Rest of the group looks like they got just tap-ins. There you go, Peter. Take your time. Everyone
All right,
counts.
well, definitely some exciting movement from these four guys. In particular, Blaer.
And we got a tie ball game now.
Mm-hmm. More disc golf. Nice work, guys. Excellent camera work. It's a pleasure to do this commentary.
And hole 4, big uphill par 3. We got to throw a big backhand righty hyzer coming into this gap. You really want to spike it in, not too far, because there's trees on the backside of the fairway that can tie you up really well. This is a really big placement shot over a big bomb drive. Blaered up again, Halo Destroyer. Got a nice crazy die on the top of that.
He's looking up in the air.
Yeah, this is the idea. You just pop it up with the hyzer, and you really got to try and get it in the gap. And he did it well. He's going to be about 7-8 meters for the birdie.
Okay.
You can go a bit higher and hit a bit higher up on the hill. Hopefully you'll stick. Sometimes you roll down, but usually if you make that gap, you're going to be in the circle.
Well, why does this play so far over par?
It's a big shot. I mean, they say it's only 103 meters, but you're throwing pretty far uphill, and it's a gap. So most of the field isn't really getting in there.
Yeah, I'm seeing fairway hits were only 29% for the field for this round.
There is OB left early and OB right that separates the fairway from hole 5 to hole 4.
Or like this mistake.
Exactly. This is, you pull it a little bit too straight, suddenly you're behind a whole bunch of trees. You got to play some crazy Anheuser shot into a hill. It can be a really technical approach, really quick. Now Romain did the same thing. He pulled it to the right. You're going to be right behind these trees with nothing.
Man. Well, it's time to see whose scramble game is on top today.
You could see about how much Romain had there. Just a sidearm roller, still not out of the woods. I think he got out that time.
That's a pitch out situation.
Yeah, that looks like he got all the way out for the bogue.
No patent pending.
Yeah, Brecht, he is right on the edge. So he had a little look at it. Anheuser approach. Lands nicely on the hillside. Here we see Blaer. He didn't get all the way in. He's got a circle 2 putt there. Off the cage with the rollaway.
It's a dangerous looking green.
Oh, yeah. All right, Peter. Just inside.
All right, I'm rooting for Romain here.
Looks like he's still outside the circle. Oh, yeah.
Sketchy putt.
Nailed it.
Nice.
Nice putt. Loving it. He is fighting for every shot on this
He'll
course.
take that.
But that's what this course can do to you. You can have a round like Blaer, and you can have a round like Romain. It's not that far away from each other. Just a couple OB strokes. Suddenly you're
The
scrambling.
rough looks rough. Definitely that. If you're off the fairway here, you're in a lot of trouble. And birdie is way out of question.
And with the OBs tightened up, a lot tighter from before, really increases the difficulty of this course.
But like you mentioned before, a really well manicured place to play disc golf.
Yeah, and the tees, I've been told that the tees are going to be renewed for next year's Euro Tour. This should be a pristine course.
Well, this would have been a Euro Tour event.
That is correct.
Year,
if
right?
the Euro Tour had been going on, it would have been a Euro Tour. And now we got a nice island hole. This is an old video because the island looks much more beautiful now. You will see in the video, Tong family had put some nice new wood all the way around. Beautiful island hole. Blaer's up first.
So if you miss the island, you go directly to the drop zone for the next shot.
Blaer, textbook hyzer, catching the backboard.
He's just on cruise control early on here.
That's the start you want. Petr up next. This is really just a textbook hyzer shot with the wind. It slams it down nicely. You just got to make sure you give it enough juice and not too high in the air. Petr throwing it pretty high. This is dangerous in my opinion. Yeah, he's going to pay for it.
And how's the drop zone looking on this hole?
Drop zone's about a 15-meter putt, but you don't want to run it too hard because you have OB about 6 meters behind the basket. So it's a big putt. It's makeable, but it's also dangerous if you run it too hard.
This is a risky shot.
Yeah, I really feel going too high in the air on this is just...
He was playing lawn darts.
But it looked like he was safe. Was that his on the right side?
It did look like there was 2 discs. Blaer's and one other.
All right. Romain up. He's got a putter in his hand. That's about
approach.
the height. That's what you want. Sits down nicely. That's it.
Okay.
Good shot. All right, now you can see the drop zone. About 15 meters. Just don't want to run it too fast.
Not much wind on this day.
Ooh, good run. Good run.
Were there any wind conditions?
Not so much. This was a beautiful weekend for disc golf. Brecht, beautiful putt. Nice and flat. Little wobble, but...
His first birdie of the day.
Can't complain. There's
High
a
up in
birdie.
the chains. He has a real confident putt. Spin putt.
Getting one back. Blaer taking his meter. That's just a formality for him.
I haven't seen him miss too many putts from that distance.
Not really. I don't think you'll ever see many. Petr in for his bogey. Solid run for the par. Like I said, it's the normal thing to crack the cage.
Oh, what a beautiful hole here.
Par 3, slightly uphill. Fairway slanting right to left. Got OB on the left side and the right between these 2 sets of trees here. You're really just trying to do a backhand righty anhyzer fading in from left to right. Or if you got the sidearm power, you can do that. But I definitely don't have the sidearm power to do it. Let's see how these guys handle it. We didn't see too many sidearms today. I think we're going to see a bunch of backhand turnovers from these guys.
Well, according to you, Disc, 10% of the people hit circle 1 on the drive, so not an easy drive.
Blaer, this is looking good. If it didn't catch so much. Yeah,
It
there you
fought
go.
through. What a shot.
That's amazing.
Well, he has so much speed on the disc. It just burned through the tree.
Yeah, I mean, he cracked the trees on the right-hand side, and it still parked the hole. Brecht That looks really nice if it holds. Oh yeah, that's circle too. That's gonna be a putt. I take that all day. All right, Romain. Smooth form.
Looks like he pulled it a bit.
He did.
But so did Blair.
Yeah, he got caught in
Not the same result.
That's going to be a tough out.
Yeah, I think that's what he's saying. But Blair's went through.
Yeah, Blair. Tell him. You were talking to it too.
I said go through, but it didn't work. The trees didn't listen.
All right, Peter, show him all the route.
Peter seems like a real calm, collected player.
Yeah, he's a young guy. Really humble. Super cool kid. He's going to be a big boy soon.
How old is he?
Oh, don't ask me that. I'll be forgetting. I think he's around 15, 16 or something. Please, Peter,
really?
Don't be mad at me if I'm wrong.
Okay.
But he's good. He's an up-and-comer, and he's got a lot of game. He's so tall, he's going to be like an Eagle McMahon thrower.
Well, the competition level in Europe from the highest levels of European players is just like in the States. It's just every year they're getting better and better, and the younger generation is developing.
That is true.
Oh.
Whoa. Hello, Mate.
Hello. Maverick just did a flyby.
All right, Brecht, let's see this jump putt. Oh, look good.
Respect.
Look good from my angle.
Yeah, the height was there.
And not to deny Romain, he had a great approach out of the woods there with his patent pending. Peter coming in for the birdie. Oh, super
Well controlled,
smooth.
flexing Annie. Nice. And this seems to be in his distance.
Yeah, that's clean.
I wish I had that putt.
That's confidence right there.
That's practice green paying off.
And then the tap in. Blaer is on a mission today. 4 out of 6 first holes. That is all-time start. That is exactly what you want. Maybe you could have gotten hole 4 as well. But all right.
Well, he was 4 down for the whole first round. So he's already there.
Yeah, I think he's probably happier than he was round 1 right now. We got a couple must-get birdies, in my opinion, coming up here. And I think he's feeling nothing but confidence. He's just going to go for all of this.
So tell me about this must-get hole 7.
Oh, we got a 106 meter. I would just say it's a flat shot. Kind of looks downhill. There's OB on the right-hand side early. A little bit of trouble on the left side, but really you're just looking to do a hyzer flip with a mid-range straight up to the basket. This could be an ace run hole. This could be an easy park job. But in my opinion, this is something everybody has in their bag. Everybody should be able to get the birdie on this hole.
Well, 33% of the field birdied this hole, so chances are good.
They Blaer up with the mid. This is exactly what I mean. Just flip up, straight to the basket.
What a good example of his effortless form.
Right?
Just
park job. 5 meters away. Exactly what you want.
What a technique with that full pullback. The disc just flips to flat and starts fading a little to the right.
It's the advantage of a mid-range shot. You really don't get that fade left to right so much. You really get that putter-like motion. Oh, that looks a little
this
bit
air
light.
bounced To the left.
Now that's going to be the trouble early off left. Most likely just going to take a par.
Looks like it's uphill. This is playing a little longer than 106 meters.
I wouldn't say so. It's really not that bad of a shot. You're just going over this little ridge, and then it kind of comes downhill a little bit. So really, once you get over the top of the middle of that hill there, it just seems to fly right to the basket. And Romain was a little bit early right. Peter's looking off.
Peter
to
was
the
going
left.
for Blair's line.
He just didn't get that flip up.
A little more stable mid-range, perhaps.
Mm-hmm.
But not a bad idea to follow what Blair's doing, I guess.
I'm not sure if Romain was safe there or not. Looks like he's about a meter off the OB. This could be pitching up for bogey. And
I don't
that's
think
short.
so. I think it kicked out from the drive.
I think so. Okay. We'll have to see how it plays out.
Yeah. Oh, look at this putt.
This is a big one, and there is a drop off behind the basket.
And he went for it.
But it
Okay.
hyzered off okay.
Yeah, he's got that slowing down hyzer in
Got
right
a lot
chain.
of loft in it.
Yeah.
All right, Peter up for the birdie. Oh, nice. That didn't even look like it went up and down at all. Just straight to the middle
It just
of the
had
basket.
hang time.
That was a spin and a half putt. All right, let's see. Look,
He
it
just
was safe.
continues to impress me.
That was safe, and that was a great par save. And Blaer, textbook. This, I mean, come on. This is formalities going in.
Center pole.
Well, that's
He makes it
5
look
out
easy.
of 7 now.
He really makes the sport look easy when he's on fire like this.
Brecht in for a par. He's just having a nice slow start today. But no bogeys. You can't really complain about
Bogey
that.
free, under par.
It's not really where you want to be, but you still got enough holes you can put something together. Hole 8, this is another, maybe not so much of a must-get as hole 7, but still it's not that far away. It's blind, but you can really get an anhyzer with a fairway driver pretty often to this basket, let's say. But there is OB right and left. You have to be confident with your throw. Make sure you get that negative turn onto your disc.
Well, certainly a lot of OB challenge
Yeah, and
on the
this is
course.
Same disc as hole 7 for Blaer. Gets that anhyzer turn, puts himself right in the circle.
Yeah, in
That's
the circle.
confident throw.
He's within 3 paces for almost all these birdies.
Peter flipping it up, but that's too far right. He's catching the last trees out of the gap. That's circle 2, though. Brecht, let's see if he can get this release point. Oh, yeah, that's better, but it's not enough Annie. Oh, I take it back. I take it all back. That's great. Beautiful shot,
All
Brecht.
right. Well, he's found himself off of the fairway more than a few times this round so far. So good for him.
All right, let's see how Romain takes it. Same disc as hole 7 as well. Turning over. Doesn't look bad.
Not at all.
Oh, yeah, it's circle's edge. Maybe a little bit outside the circle. But they're all looking for a birdie. This is great.
Well, Romain at this point just wants to be somewhere around the circle, and he feels confident enough to put it in. And Peter as well, coming off a nice long putt.
Ooh, that's too
This
far.
one a bit off.
Yeah. He wanted it, though. All right, Romain. Ah, early.
It doesn't seem to me like he needs that stepper.
I would have agreed.
He's been banging them all day, just standing there with that confident spinner.
Brecht,
All right.
smooth.
He's got a good controlled straddle for his birdie. Both of those birdie putts were the exact same.
And now he's got something rolling. He's got one more hole in the front 9. He can catch that birdie. And then he's right back in this.
Speaking of something rolling.
Yeah, well, did we expect anything less? Blaer with another birdie.
He's steamrolling the competition right now.
4 in a row now.
Blaer the steamroller.
All right, Petr to save the par. Yes, sir.
Well, Blair's out in front by 3 strokes at this point. And I believe he was trailing by 3 strokes to start the round.
That's correct.
So he just needed the front 9 to reposition himself.
And he's got one more chance to gain another stroke on
Fire
these guys.
emoji.
The hole 9 is another par 4. This is going to be a dogleg right going into a gap into the forest here, and you have about a 60-meter tunnel shot once you're in the forest to this nice open green. This is not an easy birdie to get. You really got to be exact with your drive. Make sure you get far to the right. Blaer showing us the way. This is my preferred route, doing the roller. You can really hug that right side. Make sure you got something flippy, just like this. Oh, now he hung it out to the left too far, and now he's cut off.
Yeah, it's too long. Right in the middle of the valley.
Hey, Blaer agrees, it's too long. He's cut off now. He's going to have to make something special happen on that approach. Let's see how it plays out.
Well, Brecht looking for another birdie. And we saw a forehand off the tee. Luckily, it sat down early enough.
That's not bad, actually. He's obviously short, but he's very far out to the left. He's going to be able to see the gap. He can go around the corner. He can lay it up to the mouth and then pitch up and take a par.
Yeah, the sidearm wasn't bad. He's been throwing these flexing, overstable backhands the whole round. So
it just seemed like he either rolled his wrist a little bit or it was a bit too understable of a disc. Petr, nice Anheuser, catching the last trees though. That's going to be a long approach for the birdie if he wants to go for it.
perhaps another roller here from Romain? No?
No, you're right. That is a roller, but it's got too much cut on it. That's going to be way out to the left side. If it stays in bounds... Oh, that's close. We'll have to see if that was OB or not. I didn't see any markings or so.
Well, I figure he's either OB or he isn't.
Alright, long approach. He went for it, and this could be trouble. There is OB there. That's...
Yeah, there's some...
Seems like he's getting some claps.
Applause, yeah.
That is the fairway of hole 16, or the green of hole 16, I'm sorry. Petr, long approach, he's also going for it.
Yeah, that's quite a technical gap to hit into the green there.
It's a tough shot to do with a backhand.
Does that look good out of Peter's hand?
No, sorry.
No, that didn't look good.
No, he turned it over a bit too much, and I think he kicked a tree. But what Romain did was the right idea. He just want to pitch it up to the mouth. He was way too far to the left. Just take your par and move on if he was in bounds. But I think he was.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
That was a solid connection.
He was trying for too much. He was trying to get a little bit into the mouth when he could have just laid up to the front.
And he didn't need to do that.
Romain, that'll be about 5-6 meter putt.
Smack dab behind that tree.
I was just gonna say, might
Right
be a little
in the middle.
obstruction.
Not on the left, not on the right, just right.
Petr with a great kick out though, and he's gonna be able to save that par. That's the way.
Yeah, he's got a good game. Good control and touch on those short jobs.
Blaer, another sidearm. That's good tree. Good tree. That was going to be way
Right
deep.
there by Romain.
Yeah,
Little
he was
putt
going
off.
to be in the bushes after that with
Okay.
a tough par putt. But now he's going to be able to save par with just a straddle.
I like that approach.
Ooh, yeah, that was a half run right there. Landing in the bullseye.
That's a good shot to have in the bag.
Oh! That's so heartbreaking. That took every bit of those chains and just spit through. There you go. Great
Yep.
par save from
Low
the
left.
knee.
Nice and safe.
Blaer's gonna finish out real quick, run off, collect
That's
himself.
a bummer of a bogey.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. That was in. Yeah, Petr and Brecht, they're gonna finish off with their pars. Quick tap ins.
So any infos on what's happened on the chase card here, Tony?
I think we'll just leave that for a surprise for the end of the round here. We got Stanislaus and myself on the chase card, fighting as well, trying to come up to that lead card. And we got Blaer, 2-stroke lead over Brecht now. Romain and Petr struggling a little bit, but we still got 9 more holes to go.
Hey, this was fun. Thanks for hanging in if you made it to the end of our little commentary project. More disc golf, excellent coverage. Thanks for having us on the team.
We'll catch you guys on the back 9.
On the flip side.
Peace.